behind the building. Last ambulance being come around.
He was right in front of the Brad.
During the third millennium, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he will never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
I've been crying for 24 hours.
That's a problem.
Are you dehydrated?
That's a problem.
I feel like you're probably dehydrated.
Probably low on electrolytes, too.
Royce Lopez.
I've been crying and I've been nauseous and sleepy. and
And
really
the air
sleepy.
smells like rotten eggs.
And really sleepy and sleepy.
These two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Howdy, y'all. Welcome aboard. It is Tuesday afternoon. It is Revenge of the Sis, and it's your boys. Just the best duo to ever do it.
Yeah, well, at least one that's still together. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess everybody else is dead or
Yeah, or, dead
one
to
of them's in jail.
dead to each other.
we're doing really good, though.
Merce is going to start eating grapes on air, and that's all going to end right after that.
Start eating grapes. I'm going to start sexually messaging 13-year-olds.
Don't do the second thing. You just eat the grapes.
Start tweeting the
Keeps you the
N-word.
grapes.
I'm
Okay.
already a third of the way there. I already tweet the N-word.
That's
so.
true. Hi, everybody. Today was a very, very, very interesting day.
Was it?
Yeah, it was interesting. So, Joe Kent, who was the head, the director of the National Counterterrorism Center, which comes with it the highest security clearance you can have.
I would imagine.
Joe Kent, for those that don't know, was a Green Beret. His, wife died in Iraq. He said...
Syria.
I apologize. Syria. It's a fucking difference.
Actually, it's a huge difference.
Okay, I meant the color of the people, dude. The sand. There's sand there. Okay, everyone happy now? Cool. Let me go ahead and pull this up here. Dear President Trump, after much reflection, I've decided to resign from my position as Director of National Counterterrorism Center effective today. I cannot, in good conscience, support the ongoing war in Iran. Iran posed no imminent threat to our nation, and it's clear that we started this war due to pressure from Israel and its powerful American lobby. I support the values of the foreign policies that you campaigned for in 2016, 2020, and 2024, which you enacted in your first term. Until June of 2025, you understood that the war was in the Middle East, was a trap, and robbed Americans of precious lives, of our patriots, and depleted the wealth and prosperity of our nation. In your first administration, you understood better than any modern president how to decisively apply military power without getting us drawn into never-ending wars. You demonstrated this by killing Qasem Soleimani.
Yeah, what? You
I'm
don't like
fucking
salami?
starving.
I am hungry.
Do we got any salami
I'm
back
not
there,
a big
Virgin?
salami guy. Do we have pepperoni?
Fresh out.
Oh, fuck. Okay. And by defeating ISIS. Early in the administration, high-ranking Israeli officials and influential members of the American media deployed a misinformation campaign that wholly undermined your American First platform and sowed pro-war sentiments to encourage a war with Iran. This echo chamber was used to deceive you into believing that Iran posed an imminent threat to the United States and that you should strike now. There was a clear path to swift victory. This was a lie and is the same tactic the Israelis used to draw us into disastrous Iraq war that cost our nation the lives of thousands of the best men and women. We cannot make this mistake again. As a veteran who deployed in combat 11 times and as a Gold Star husband who lost my beloved wife Shannon in a war manufactured by Israel, I cannot support sending the next generation off to fight and die in a war that serves no benefit to the American people nor justifies the cost of American lives. I pray that you reflect upon this we are doing in Iran and you will do it and who we are doing it for. The time for bold action is now. You can reverse this course and chart a new path of our nation, or you can allow us to slip further toward decline and chaos. You hold the cards. It was an honor to serve in your administration and to serve this great nation. Joseph Kent.
What a traitor!
A bunch of guys who've never been to war now and have never served are going to tell you that he's a traitor. Okay.
Hey, I've worn cowboy hats and hung out at CPAC. That's basically like serving.
So again,
Trump's going to just be like, a very feminine signature on this resignation letter. Very weak-wristed, mincy.
So this is his interview he did on Tucker a couple of years ago.
So when you see all of this, and you hate to be cynical, but you really can't be too cynical when you're dealing with the war party in Washington. It did seem like a coordinated response very quickly, moments after the announcement of the tragic death of these American servicemen. What do you make of the response from both parties in Washington to the deaths yesterday?
I mean, this whole thing, we've seen it coming, Tucker. We left our troops in these vulnerable locations, like on the Jordanian, Syrian, and Iraqi border. Our troops have been attacked, we think, at least 150 times since the October 7th incident began. And so we've seen this coming. This was an inevitable conclusion. So
Bar's mommy said, I'd fuck the shit out of this guy.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on.
Troops in these locations, undefended, essentially. We left them there as bait because so many people in Washington, D.C. want to go to war with Iran. They want to go to a war with Iran so badly that we will prop up the government of Iraq while the government of Iraq is completely controlled by Iran.
So Trump knew this, of course. He put him in there. Trump ran on this. And now, of course, this is what Trump is saying today. Have you heard what Trump said?
No.
Okay.
Oh, my God, it's fucking bad.
Yeah, here you go. Get ready.
Mr. President, your Director of National Counterterrorism, Joe Kent, he just resigned today. He said he can't support your conflict with Iran. What's your reaction to that? And did you
I always knew he was a loser. I always knew he was a loser.
He can't quit. He's fired.
Yeah, obviously.
Frankly.
So I was going to fire him anyway.
That is statement. I always thought he was a nice guy, but I always thought he was weak on security.
Then why did you hold on? If you always thought, hold on, real quick, Trump. If you always thought he was weak on security, then why did you make him the head of the director of counterterrorism? Because that's like the job where you have to be really big on that.
I always shit my pants. I bought these pants with shit in them.
Weak on security.
He is losing. Dude, it's the worst.
I didn't know him well, but I thought he seemed like a...
You didn't know him well, and you put him again. The only person he reported to that was above him was Tulsi Gabbard.
Pretty nice guy. But when I read his statement, I realized that it's a good thing that he's out because he said that
Thank
Iran
God
was
that guy I hired.
not a threat. Iran was a threat. Every country realized what a threat Iran was.
Listen, Trump, I don't give a fuck. You're not going to gaslight us. You're doing a really bad job at selling this fucking war. Because the truth of the matter is, you know he doesn't believe in this war. He doesn't. He knows this was a calculated fucking risk. Okay? What week are we in now in this war? I'm just curious how much higher gas is going to go. $3.99 today.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Must be $3.99. What nationally?
$3.99 just the average in Central Florida.
Oh, great! Because I had to go to the expensive gas station today. Premium was $4.70.
Oh well, premium.
What? I mean,
yeah.
You don't put premium in your gun.
No.
So I'd like to. It's a scam, Mersh.
I've started putting mid-grade in my car. I will admit I have. I was like, well, mid-grade's fine, I guess.
So, in between the lines on there, what Trump just said was, I'm not listening to my fucking head chief of counterterrorism. I don't listen to any of the fucking things they say. He just said that the counterterrorism guy was screaming in his fucking ear.
Yeah.
Iran is not a threat.
Can I tell you something else Joe Kent did? He could have stepped down day one. This happened. He even gave Trump that courtesy of like, look, if he pulls this off in a week, I'll hold it out. I mean, a week I could probably justify. Like, I'd be like, hey, you know what? No,
if it's
boots.
Venezuela, no problem.
Right. That's, I think, kind of what happened. But after a week, you're like, okay, this is now. And also, again, highest clearance level that you could have, he has. So he knows what we're going to do. And he knows that this is not going to be one of them, one of those 1 week in and out wars.
The question is whether or not they wanted to do something about it. And many people, many of the greatest military scholars are saying for years.
Ooh, military scholars. Tell me, who are they? What precious metals are in their name?
Is that the president should have taken out Iran because they wanted a nuclear weapon. They were, if we didn't do the attack, or if I'll go a step further, if I didn't terminate the Iran nuclear deal given to us, one of the worst deals ever made by Barack Hussein Obama.
Look, if I didn't cheat on you, I would have had to divorce you, and I don't want to divorce you, so I had to cheat on you. Do you understand?
Hey, can I read something for you?
Sure.
Joe Kent is strong on crime and the border, loves our military.
Well, this morning,
vets,
Joe
and will
Kent quit his
protect our
job at the
Second
National
Amendment.
Counterterrorism.
Sorry, fucking Twitter videos don't like pausing.
Yeah, which
Go
is
ahead.
under siege. I met Joe at Dover Air Force Base on the evening that his wife was being brought back from the Middle East where she had been killed in combat. It was a very sad moment in Joe's life, but I was incredibly impressed with him and told him that he should someday run for office. We need his voice and leadership in Washington, D.C. Now he is running, and Joe Kent has my complete and total endorsement. President.
He doesn't know the guy.
Donald J. Trump.
He doesn't even know the guy. He was just there when his wife died. Doesn't know the guy. Not even a little bit. Hey, guys, hold on.
Morning, Joe Kent quit his job at the
fucking
National
Christ.
Counterterrorism Center and issued a scathing letter designed to undermine President Trump.
Never Trumper. Guy who was undermining President Trump since Trump started running. Ben Shapiro was Mr. trying to undermine Trump. He just thinks people forget, but maybe the boomers do because of fucking dementia.
The letter is deeply, deeply conspiratorial. It's
deeply conspiratorial.
I'm sorry. I actually
the guy with literally all of the information is being conspiratorial.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, exactly. First off, he's the guy that has all the info. But
How
secondly,
can it be a conspiracy if you literally know everything?
Also, I just read the letter. What about it was conspiratorial? This is for Israel. You know it's for Israel. If it wasn't, you wouldn't be wanting to do it.
States openly that, quote, Iran posed no imminent threat to our nation. And
it did not. It didn't. In what way? To our nation. The only way they ever fucking do this, by the way, is be like, well, they start going like, well, bases over there. Okay, here's another thing. We should have why were bases over there?
And it is clear that we started this war due to pressure from Israel and its powerful American lobby.
We did.
7 times. Benjamin Netanyahu went to the White House 7 times after Trump won.
Now, that is conspiracy trash. It's also kind of strange since President Trump has said that it's conspiracy trash. So apparently, Trump is so deeply, deeply enthralled to those strange, powerful American lobbies. We're not going to say it. That he apparently has been so bamboozled by them that he's still under the impression that he's his own man.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is every U.S. fucking president, Ben.
Ben, that's literally every person who's ever been fooled ever in history thinks that they're the one making the decision. That's the point of fooling someone.
First, and here's the other thing about Donald Trump that you have to understand, that everyone needs to understand. Trump doesn't believe in sunk costs, right? Where people will just keep pumping money into something while a failing business. Trump does that. Trump will keep pumping money into a failing business. Here's why. Because Trump right now is Danny McBride in Eastbound and Down, okay? He cannot stop because then he would have to admit that he's wrong. I do believe that Trump was bamboozled. I do.
But
I do. Hold on. But I also believe that he believed the hype that we could do this in 1 week. I think Trump is starting to realize this isn't going to be 1 week. But now you can't go back because you look weak.
Yeah, of course. And
That's
we're
it.
stuck now.
Now we're stuck.
But I go back to the point that he goes, right. So we bamboozled him, but he still thinks he's in control. There's a difference between me pulling a gun on Royce, putting it to his head and going, give me all of your money. That's not bamboozling. That's, you have no control. You're not making this decision. You have a gun to your head and you have to give me your money. As opposed to me going, Royce, I got this sick investment opportunity, bro. And I sell him on the investment and he gives me $5,000 and then I just run away with the $5,000. He thought in that moment, oh, I'm in control. I'm investing in something. As opposed to gun to your head, you don't have any control. The very fucking point of bamboozling the president is that he thinks it's what's best for America and I'm doing what's best for Americans. And then it's not. Turns out it's not.
Here's the thing. President Trump is his own man. He makes his own decisions. And as per our usual arrangement, Trump's critics are cowards who are simply unwilling to acknowledge that Trump is the one making the call.
You were a Trump critic.
Yeah. So are you a coward?
I can't tell anymore.
The thing is like we've been covering this little fucking midget when it was the other way around, when we were all for Trump and he was all Trump, never Trumper guy. And now you're coming around and calling us. No. Go fuck yourself, Ben. No one. Also, look at his numbers. Nobody listens to this guy.
But Joe Kent,
you saw they're making a movie with what's his face, the dude who played the fucking black disgrace guy who beat his girlfriend. I know, dude. In the Marvel movie, he played fucking
Terrence Howard.
No, not Terrence Howard. The newest bad guy.
One of the B guys.
He was in Loki. The black guy, bad guy, Loki. Krang.
I'll get you the name.
Anyway, that
Kang.
guy,
Yeah, that black dude.
Yeah.
That he was supposed to be the next big main villain. We played the video on the show with the SUV.
Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors, and he was carrying his wife out of the car. We played the video on the show, all that. He's now making a movie for the Daily Wire. Yeah. Hey, Pezzy, give me the videos for that. You know what I'm talking about. Look, Jonathan Majors, movie Daily Wire.
Man, Daily Wire loves getting disgraced guys in a discount.
That is correct.
And
Let's
continue,
even give
quote,
a trailer.
early in this
Thank you.
administration, high-ranking Israeli
I still
officials...
want to know what Thomas Jane did.
I don't know, probably gambled too much, went into debt and needed the money. Because I don't think Thomas Jane is one.
But no, because he'd still be getting good movies because he's Thomas Jane. Like, he did something.
No, here's the thing, though. No. Thomas Jane still gets work. It's not that he doesn't. That's why with Tim doing this movie was weird. I'm not saying like the
But
next
he was
level.
in like fucking, he was in some big shit. And
Yeah,
now it's like,
but at the time he made that movie, he was on one of those huge. We don't watch it, Mersh, but he was in one of those huge sci-fi shows, The Expanse, that everybody was fucking watching and everyone loved it. He still gets real roles. That's why it was weird. I think with him, it's I'll take anything because I want money. He'll do the real stuff. He's kind of low-key Nicolas Caging right now because you don't think. Let me tell you something right now.
He's become his own character in Boogie Nights.
If I were to tell you right now, Nicolas Cage took a Daily Wire role, you'd believe it. You'd believe it. You wouldn't believe it? Nicolas Cage takes every role. Nicolas Cage in a Daily Wire movie? Come on.
Bro,
I'm just trying to get communion with my son.
I just watched Renfield last night. He absolutely will take anything.
He'll do anything. Steven Seagal, Nick Cage, Daily Wire movie.
And influential members of the American media deployed a misinformation campaign that wholly undermined your America First platform and sowed pre-war sentiments to encourage a war with Iran.
Bro,
this echo chamber was used.
So the movie he's doing, it's untitled right now, but it's an action movie following American warriors who rise with unbreakable grit and unrelenting firepower to defend the homeland when threats strike at its heart. But have you seen this? Did you see this other? Have you seen this Pendragon Merlin thing that Daily Wire's doing? Oh my God, Royce, here's a trailer. Dude, Daily Wire made a fantasy like King Arthur, Game of Thrones.
What is this?
No.
Oh, they're trying to do a Game of Thrones thing? No.
Oh, no.
Created for
God.
Daily Wire Plus. Created by Jeremy Boring.
I was going to
Oh
say
my God,
yes, Jeremy Boring.
Boring.
As soon as you said Pendragon, I was like, wait a minute. Jeremy Boring wrote a thing a long time ago.
But this
that nobody...
this is 2 weeks ago, so this is new, so they must still be making it.
What I'm saying is Jeremy Boring wrote a thing a long time ago that
Yeah.
he wanted to get made and never got made. This is like his baby. This is his like.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is his thing he's been wanting to make his whole career.
Oh, apparently Thomas Jane is playing Bones in the new Star Trek. There you go. Okay, right. Even without seeing the movie, even with the fast cuts, by the way, these fast cuts are doing because they know the quality is low. This feels like an episode of Hercules or Xena Warrior Princess.
I was going to say the show Vikings.
Or Vikings. Something
you know that TV
very,
show?
yes.
That cheesy
Very
one?
low rent.
History Channel budget,
Yeah.
not HBO. History.
You're
Channel.
right. History
Oh
Channel,
my
when they're
God.
telling a real story, but then they'll have actors reenact it.
Yeah,
Yes.
like a History Channel reenactment started and then just never stopped.
Oh God! One of the swords. Fire's cool.
Yeah, it is.
Man, it's always weird in these cheap productions too. You notice how it's always the guy's arms or legs that are on fire.
Yeah.
It's almost like that's what they make those suits for.
No, sometimes their faces are on fire if they're wearing helmets.
But you notice it's never, almost never the torso.
Yeah,
because it's like we can't afford the whole.
Oh my God! Oh
It's
my
gotta
God!
be the
I knew
arm.
It just feels weird
Okay.
that dudes who are riding full motorcycle outfits always catch fire. That's weird, right?
weird.
It's weird, right?
Okay, I don't know if they showed it for a second, but I had to check. You know who's in this, like acting?
Who?
Brett Cooper.
Wait, so this must have been recorded before all these fuckers left. This definitely has been in production for a while because Brett Cooper's gone too.
It says
No,
2026.
you know what? No, they wouldn't put Brett Cooper in the trailer because the trailer came out after she left. So no, they wouldn't even put her in it.
She's in 5 episodes, dog.
Oh, really?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a series?
Yeah, it's a series.
Yeah, dude. Jeremy
Oh,
Boring had a
God.
lot of notes.
I can't wait for that. It's gonna be so fun.
All right, everyone, shh. The Queen is on the fucking
Hold
screen.
on,
Everyone
guys.
shut the fuck
Everyone
up.
quiet. Yes, beautiful.
Our soldiers are gonna be in Israel, right now as we speak, in order to defend the Israelis. Do the Israelis pay for our military? Are they the ones who are shelling out $1 trillion a year for our military? No, they're not. We pay for our military. Why are our soldiers based in Israel? Why do we have F-22 Raptors in Israel in order to protect Israel?
Because we're out of interceptor missiles, stupid. Pay attention.
God, you're dumb and
Come
pretty.
on, you're so pretty. She's so pretty, though, right? Like, you know. Want to see Trump being more of a boomer than he normally is? Here you go.
And if these gorgeous B-2 bombers, give me that bomber, Andrew. Let me just hug that
He's starting to sound rough.
little sucker. Give me that bomber over there. Thank you. You knew immediately which one. This looks small, but in person it's very big.
It's got to be 3 times that size.
You're an
It's
idiot.
like Derek Sandlander's School of Kids You Can't Read Too Good and other stuff,
that size.
too. Yeah. The real one's at least 3 times that size,
What
for
is this,
sure.
a bomber for ants?
Hold on. He takes the gun out, points it at Vance, and he goes, I said hop in.
Oh, no. Trump's got tissue boxes on his feet
Yeah.
right now.
I call it the spruce goose.
Capable of carrying a 200,000-pound bomb. So I don't know how they do it because it's very
200,000-pound bomb?
I don't think that's
Damn, that's
correct.
really heavy. That's a heavy bomb.
sleek and nice, but it carries a lot of weapons and there's a lot of bombs. But had I not sent this incredible machine times numerous others,
Trump has never been this much of a like dick is hard for war guy. Now he loves bombers and shit. Remember, like this sounds like Bush. Bush is the guy that would have had a miniature of the B-2 bomber and been like, by the way, we're sending about 24 of these suckers out there to the Middle East, baby. Like, and that would fit his personality. You'd go, well, that's Bush for you. But like, this guy shouldn't be saying
Trump should be roasting the tile at the UN. Like, that's Trump, you
Yes.
know? Not whatever this is. This is weird.
I'll get you a real marble. You guys didn't get real marble.
Takata tiles.
I just looked it up because I was curious. The heaviest bomb that a B-2 can carry is fucking 30,000 pounds.
That's 2 sloppers.
200 million pound bombs on this little tiny plane.
This
So
one, this
Yes,
one.
on that one.
We build 15-ton bombs to drop on elementary schools, dog.
The British gave us Doctor Who technology. The planes are bigger on the inside.
I asked the Air Force, can we make them this size? If they're already stealth bombers, imagine if they're very small.
Little tiny stealth bombers.
They'd be very hard to see.
Have Filipino pilots fly them because they fit.
ran at midnight with no moon, dead dark. Every single bomb was dropped right down the chute that it was supposed to hit. How they do it, who knows? Nobody else can figure. No other country can do it.
I feel like you should know.
I mean, how do they do it?
This feels like when your like 90-year-old grandpa's describing how like a slushy machine works. And they're like, I don't know how they do it, but then look at this.
Hey, Trump, I'm really fucking glad that you're doing this how it's made on the stealth bomber, but people can't afford gas right now. So can we, like, stop the war, please? Thanks.
No other country has our military or even close. And I think we've probably proven that with Venezuela and now with because we have done a number in Iran. But if I didn't do that, if I didn't decimate, I call it their nuclear dust, they would have had a nuclear weapon within 1 month after that bombing took place.
1 month, bro. They were 1 month away. I remember they decimated in July. And they said it's over. Remember in July? It was over. They called us panicans.
Yep.
And they would have used it on.
Now we're the retard right, I think, is the name. Is the retard right?
I like it. Call stop. Then I'm part of the retard.
I'm part of the retard right. I don't care.
First Israel and then the Middle East. And you know that.
See, the problem is that the retard right's vote counts as much as yours. So that's your problem here.
Hey, so
yeah,
I got something for you, Papa. This was my favorite quote from that little press conference.
All right, let's see what it is.
Hormuz. From Hormuz, the Strait. Hormuz, a famous, wonderful, beautiful place, but you wouldn't want to be necessarily sailing a boat there right now. I would not.
Why? You said all the mines are taken care of.
You know why? Not because of them, because of us.
Oh, so we're
Because
killing
we've taken
people in
out their
sailboats?
entire Navy. We've taken out every one of their drone. They call it a drone layer, a mine layer. There's specific boats.
Okay, so why is gas still so expensive? It's just stop, man. Just fucking
I got a
stop.
better question. Then why is the fucking strait still closed?
So this is Trump's economic advisor. Here you go. Let's see what we're dealing with, boys.
The U.S. economy is fundamentally sound, and that if it were to be extended, it wouldn't really disrupt the U.S. economy very much at all. It would hurt consumers, and we'd have to think about, if that continued, what we would have to do about that. But that's like really the last of our concerns right now.
It would hurt consumers, but as long as the GDP and stuff, that's what matters. It'll hurt you, like the people, the normal people. It'll hurt you. Fuck you. Fuck you, though. Fuck you, you fucking Trump dick sucks. So many fucking people. I can't imagine. I haven't even looked it up yet. But Cat Turd from his fucking Panama City RV park that he fucking lives at is probably talking about what a fucking coward Joe Kent is. Guaranteed, right now, he's probably going, "What a fucking coward this guy is," with his fucking gut hanging over, running over his fucking cat.
Oh, he did run over his cat.
Yeah, he did run over his cat.
I think Cuba, I don't know, in its own way, for tourism and everything else, it's a beautiful island, great weather. They're not in a hurricane zone, which is nice for a change. They won't be asking us for money for hurricanes every week. But I think Cuba's seen the end. All my life I've been hearing about the United
DeSantis
States.
is probably going, "What the fuck?" I do.
Cuba. When will the United States do it? I do believe I'll be the honor.
I'm sorry, did this moron say that? I thought he was talking about Iran or somebody. Did he just say that Cuba is not in a hurricane zone?
Let's hear it again.
I think Cuba, I don't know, in its own way, for tourism and everything else, it's a beautiful island, great weather. They're not in a hurricane zone.
What do you mean they're not in a hurricane zone? I live in Florida. Cuba gets battered by hurricanes all the fucking time.
Mr. President, Cuba is the hurricane zone. Like, it literally...
What are you talking
every
about?
time a hurricane misses us, it still bounces off of Cuba at some point, almost always.
What are you talking about?
It's just nice for a change, They won't be
Cuba
asking us
is
for money
like
for
the
hurricanes every
hurricane's
week.
paddle in a pinball machine, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
it is
made for it.
literally dead center in the hurricane zone.
But I think Cuba's seen the end. All my life I've been hearing about the United States and Cuba. When will the United States do it?
Also, Cat Turd 6 hours ago. Will Joe Kent badmouth Trump on Megyn Kelly's podcast, Tucker's podcast, The View, or CNN first? Because you know it's coming.
Shut the fuck up, you boomer piece of shit. No one's afraid of you. You look like a goddamn. You look like a billy goat with arthritis. Fucking hate this guy. Fuck you, Cat Turd. You fucking retard. And all you fucking paid off dick sucks.
I do believe I'll be having the honor of taking Cuba.
What does that mean?
That's a big honor.
I will take it.
What do you mean the honor of taking Cuba? What does that mean? Just take it?
I guess.
For who? For us?
This is like, I feel like I'm living in a parody of real life at this point.
We're just taking Cuba. I mean, look, listen, again. Fine, I guess, but like, I kind of want long-term plans here. Like, I'm really sick of this. No, but we're going into stuff with like no long-term plans here. There's literally no long-term plan from Iran. We don't even know.
Cuba.
Again, he literally said that the only thing they'll accept is unconditional surrender. What does that mean? Like, give us their country? Like, I'm trying to understand that. But whatever. This is the way Trump talks. But I kind of want to know, look, let me be very, very clear here, okay? My stance has not changed. I fucking hate communists. Communists are the fucking worst. Fucking the president of Cuba, he's a literal communist. Cuba's a shithole. I get all that. I hear you. But I want Trump to be direct about this. Is the goal to Cuba to become a United States like territory like Puerto Rico? Is that what he's saying?
Maybe.
He mentioned Venezuela being the 51st state today. What? We have no fucking clue.
Shut the fuck up.
Or yesterday. I think today or yesterday. Yeah.
I mean, that's a good point. Chuck Norris has a good point, though. Cuba has better weather than Greenland, at least.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
I mean, I don't want to go to a casino in Greenland.
No, I really don't. Oh, you don't want to go to a casino in a fucking igloo?
Taking Cuba in some form, yeah. Taking Cuba. I mean, whether I free it, take it, I think I could do anything I want with it. You want to know?
Bro, you're the president.
This sounds insane.
You're the fucking president of the United States. You can't just say things like that.
This is unhinged.
Yeah.
Bro, BB's got him gassed up, dog. Like, Netanyahu's got him gassed up.
Yo.
No, the truth. They're very...
He has the same
weakened
energy
nation
as a
right
fucking
now.
as a nuisance streamer with a bodyguard.
For real. Like, he's just Jack Doherty.
Yeah, what's happening?
For a long time. Very violent.
Yeah, the problem is his bodyguards is U.S. military.
Very violent leaders. Castro was a very violent leader. His brother's a very violent leader.
His brother's not even a
Extremely
leader.
violent. That's how they governed.
His brother's a gay guy.
Governed with violence. But a lot of people would like to go back.
Okay. That right there, this that you're seeing here, this is a Rubio pet project. For sure. That's 100% a Marco Rubio pet project.
Rubio's like, I played ball on all your dumb shit. Come on.
Give me Cuba. Yep. Which we'll see. Let's see what this fucking loser said.
I'm on the Gang of Eight. I got all the briefings. We all understood there was clearly an imminent threat, that Iran was very close to the enrichment of nuclear capability, and they were building missiles at a pace that no one in the region could keep up with.
Okay.
Yeah, that
were far
audio.
outpacing
I don't. Is it coming through fine on
our
y'all's end? Because it's like
really,
cutting out over here.
Is it? Hold on, let me try something.
Yeah.
Tell me if this works.
And friends and
No?
Yeah,
us.
there you go.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys. Let me kick it up a bit. C-SPAN doesn't have the best audio.
I'm on the Gang of
Yeah,
Eight.
it was just
I
getting
got all the
kicked by your
briefings. We all
fucking
understood
gate.
there was clearly an imminent threat, that Iran was very close to the enrichment of nuclear capability, and they were building missiles at a pace that no one in the region could keep up with. They were far outpacing our allies and friends and us in our defense capability, because we had personnel, installations, members of the armed services, and civilians in the region. Iran was building up ballistic missiles at such a rapid pace, and we knew that their plan was to fire them upon Americans. The commander-in-chief...
What? Oh, you mean the bases again? Yeah, okay.
They keep leaving out some crucial information, like the reason they were going to shoot them at Americans, being that Israel was like, "Hey, so we're going to war."
Yeah, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, and then we were like,
Yeah, but you know what?
Okay.
The good news is at least I will say I'm going to give really quick, just really quick. I will say that the one person who's kept their goddamn mouth shut has been RFK Jr. Have you seen that? He has absolutely stayed in his lane. Like he's just like, yeah, I know food stuff, which dies in food and vaccines and dies in food and vaccines.
He doesn't want to. No,
just leave me out of this. Thank you.
I want kids doing push-ups.
Well, bad news.
Cool.
He didn't do anything. You'll see.
We do have some breaking news to share with you. A Massachusetts judge has ruled in favor of medical organizations in litigation against HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
You know he's trying to stop the childhood vaccine policy?
So we're not even getting that.
Over his changes to federal vaccine policy. The judge temporarily blocked changes to the childhood vaccine schedule after the number of recommended shots were slashed from 17 to 11 at the beginning of the year.
That's not really.
The Trump administration.
It's not really slashed. Slashed would have been like 11 to like 4. It's like, all right, it's like 16 to 11 is not bad. We cut out a couple bad ones.
Appealed that decision. ABC's Peter Haralambous is here to break this down for us. Peter, great to see you. Take us through this ruling and what might come next.
What might come next is in 2028, we're going to have a Democrat president, and all this shit's going to be reversed because Congress won't enact anything into law. And because of this war, Democrats are going to get the House and the Senate, so you'll better be sure nothing's going to enact it into law. You know, right now, and I will say Milo tweeted something out, and I will agree with him on one thing. I'm like, on a bunch of stuff, but Milo did say that he's right. He goes, if J.D. Vance were to come out right now and resign, he would win the presidency in a landslide in 2028. And I do think that's true. I think if he were to, he will never do it, but if he were to come out and go, you know what? I'm out. I ain't doing this. Sorry. Just to save his own skin, he wins. And I do believe that. I do actually. He will never, by the way, that's not going to happen. But good news, though. Good news.
Severe storms and TSA staffing shortages leading to chaos at America's airports tonight. Now,
Did you see Fort Lauderdale Airport at 3:30 in the morning today, 3:30 a.m. Fort Lauderdale Airport, line all the way outside like Austin was, all the way wrapped around.
3:30 in the morning.
3:30 in the morning.
It is spring break, so
Yeah.
I can understand it being more busy. But 3:30 in the morning, it's supposed to be pretty dead at an airport.
Yeah.
into this partial government shutdown. Nearly
Well, no, it makes sense because they were telling people to go 3 hours early. First flights are at 6:30. That makes sense.
Yeah.
60,000 TSA workers are going without their paychecks. And tonight.
Oh, no. Was someone think of the TSA workers?
Okay, what if I'm one of those people that thinks every TSA employee should be going without a paycheck forever?
The major airlines now begging lawmakers to pay these workers. Here's Gio Benitez.
And you have to understand something. The 9/11 and the Patriot Act thing, the whole TSA thing, didn't just affect, like, American airports. It affected airports around the planet because if you wanted to be an airport that had flights into America, you had to comply with their policies or they wouldn't. You're not going to fly in here. So everybody's fucked now in perpetuity and forever.
Tonight, that monster storm triggering major flight disruptions, straining airports already stretched thin by TSA staffing issue.
Been very frustrating here, sitting in these lines.
From New York's JFK to Chicago's O'Hare, Andrew Deggs trying to reach Asheville, North Carolina.
They rebooked me onto a flight to Charlotte.
Yep, that's a black guy that lives in Asheville. That's exactly what a black guy that lives in Asheville looks like.
And I was going to pick up a rental car and drive myself across. That also got cancelled.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So I've now been here for 16 hours.
The spring break travel surge coming as nearly
See, it was another flight that was delayed. It was Frontier. It was sitting on the tarmac, I want to say Miami. From flight, the plane was boarded, and it was supposed to take off at 6 a.m. They kept everybody on the plane. It didn't take off. They were sitting in the tarmac until 4 p.m.
I couldn't do it.
I know.
I would have gotten myself kicked off that flight.
Yeah.
60,000 TSA officers got their first $0 paycheck this weekend. Starting Saturday.
So the ones that are working are going to be really mean.
Salary for some TSA officers, $34,000 a year. The partial government shutdown is in its 5th week with no end in sight. And
by the way, this would be something everyone would be actually talking about if it wasn't for hey, what the Epstein stuff? Whatever happened to that?
I love how the government shutdown doesn't affect us going to a war nobody wants. Doesn't affect that whatsoever.
No, we have money for that.
Nope. Still paused for the Department of Homeland Security. More than 350 TSA
Operation
officers.
Epstein's Fury.
The U.S. government acts like the U.S. government really acts like somebody who has money for drinks at the bar and Coke, but has no gas in their car.
Since
has no clue how they're going to pay their rent next week, but they got money to party. It's like, where are you getting this money?
Started the highest number of callouts recorded this weekend.
They have reason for not showing up. Whether it's I can't put gas in my car, I have to take care of my children.
In Atlanta today, Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport shutting down one of its security checkpoints again because of a staffing shortage.
If you plan to travel through Atlanta Hartsfield International Airport, you need to be at this airport at least 4 hours early. If you do not, you'll run the risk of missing your flight.
And David, the airline CEOs are begging Congress to pay these TSA workers, telling them, quote, it's difficult, if not impossible, to put food on the table, put gas in the car.
Guys, Israel's safe. What don't you understand?
It's a good point. You know, when you put it that way.
I have a feeling that you guys do not understand how fucking safe Israel is, okay?
They're so safe.
They're the safest they've ever been right now. And you're over here, I can't go on my airplane to go to my job. I can't afford gas. Okay, sorry. Did you think of the poor people in Israel? No, you didn't. You didn't think about them, did you? No, you were thinking about yourself. You were being selfish. And you know what? If you do not believe in the people of Israel, you don't go to heaven. That's what Ted Cruz said. You want to go to hell? I don't think so.
It never got a lot of attention.
Super weird. They don't believe in it. But anyway. Whatever, man.
It never got a lot of attention, and it drives me very crazy to this day because it's so preposterous, and it really predates October 7th. I would say it's now up to 35 or 36 states in the United States, the vast majority of which are red states, but not all, that have enacted laws that make it a requirement if you want a government contract that you certify.
Oh, we were one of the first ones to do that. We were one of the first ones to do this one. I remember. If I remember correctly, DeSantis signed the law in Israel.
Texas did it too.
That you do not support a boycott of Israel. And a lot of people who had contracts before this law was passed ended up getting fired because they refused. There have been hurricane relief aid.
That we can confirm that is true.
That cities have conditioned on signing a form that says you don't support a boycott of Israel. There have been all kinds of firings. And
even DeSantis, who, by the way, of course, is 100% on board with the Iran thing, only has said a couple things. But other than that, he's been really like, I'm not putting this.
Hey, I'm just the governor of Florida, baby. You guys made sure of that.
Yeah, so I kept being told that if DeSantis was elected, we would definitely go to war with Iran.
Universities for people who criticize Israel. So it's
Bro,
been...
I totally forgot about that. That's so fucking funny.
Yeah. I was told that the reason that we cannot vote for Ron DeSantis is because if he won, we would go to war with Iran.
Yeah, we'd be doing all this neocon
because he
shit.
was Israel first. And all those things, let me be clear, are true.
Yeah, but I feel like with DeSantis now, we would have gotten all the pro-Israel shit, but we would have had like economic benefits and things that would have helped us. Like,
yeah, maybe.
There have been all kinds of firings in universities for people who criticize Israel. So it's been developing for quite a while. It's not like it just started.
Hurricane relief was predicated on a signed statement that you don't support a boycott for Israel. In other words, you don't even have to be actively boycotting Israel, but if you conceptually support it, you can't get hurricane relief? Emergency disaster?
Yes, because it's like theater of the mind. If you conceptually support it.
aid? Is that true?
First of all, this is the kind of thing that I know people don't believe unless they go
I mean,
look
that's
it
like-
up. You know, it's so shocking. I know. If I didn't see it myself, I also wouldn't believe it. I think if I heard that, I'd be like, that's a conspiracy theorist saying crazy stuff. No, that actually is something that was instituted in many places. Different kinds of language, but mostly it requires that you certify that you don't participate in a boycott of Israel in order to get.
By the way, you can boycott American companies and still get hurricane relief here.
Yeah.
That's actually true.
You know, a state contract, or in order to get hurricane relief. There were HHS regulations once RFK took over that were forced on by the administration that said certain grants you can't get unless you certify that you're not supporting a boycott of Israel. Talking about grants for research that would help Americans.
Yeah, but Israel needs to make sure that they're safe of the research too. Everybody's come on, man. Come on, you're Jewish, Mr. Greenwald. You should know. Let's see here. Let's see. Ooh.
Things that people get in their lives they don't deserve. You know, somebody gets sick or whatever. You get in a bad car accident. But, you know, this country deserves everything we get. Everything we get, we really deserve. I don't know how much of it anymore can be blamed on outside forces, you know, or even these billionaires that are, we know, evil and bad, a lot of them. But the common person here also is unfortunately really sadly culpable in a lot of this. You know, the people that are cheering on this war in Iran have no fucking clue why we're there. They don't
We're there because Trump said that we weren't safe. They like 3 days away.
care. They're happy to just see violence. You know, they're happy to see things blow up. They're at a bar in Florida. They're excited about the Ayatollah getting whacked. They don't know why. They don't know what Iran did to them. They're just happy to see violence and chaos.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the people who are culpable for what this country is going to get. Make no mistake, we're going to get it. What this country is getting, those are the people who deserve it.
You know, I remember this, and it's something that's always stuck with me. That I remember on 9/11 because I never forget it. And I remember on 9/11, I had come home from lunch from work, and lunch in my grandma's house because she lived, you know, right where I work, so we'll go eat lunch there. And my dad had come over from work too after 9/11, so we're like all watching the TV. And I remember and I might keep in mind, man, like I'm fucking 19 at the time. I ain't really too politically minded. I'm just like, you know. And I remember my dad coming home, and the first thing he said was, he goes, "This is because we keep fucking around with Israel and doing what they want." He says the chicken came home to roost, man. My dad said that, and I remember thinking, like, what did that mean? Like, why? And I'm like, this has been going on forever, man.
See, I was in the opposite. I was in a household where they were all like biblical boomers, and they were like, "This is why we gotta help Israel." And I was like, "What? That doesn't make any sense."
Those are the people who deserve it. When the gas spikes and we're no longer in the Middle East because we were thrown out of the Middle East because Iran attacked all of our bases, we didn't defend them, and a lot of these Gulf states don't want much to do with us. When all of that happens, and when Israel's the regional power there,
I know it's not important, but people will be.
He looks fat with sunglasses. Nothing's changing.
A global power again. This is out of Netanyahu's mouth. When all of that happens, the people that cheered this on from their backyard in Long Island without a goddamn thought.
Okay, that was a personal shot at somebody he knows in Long Island that's actually cheering this on.
Well, no, he grew up on Long Island, so that could just mean a group of people he knows from Long Island.
In the same way I say, like from your backyard in the villages. Yeah, that's true.
As to why we were doing it, it just felt good to them. It was a way to own the libs.
I don't know how bombing Iran owns the libs, because many of them want it. Let me explain something to you guys, and I hope you guys really understand. You don't think Chuck Schumer wants this? Of course he does. The difference is that they don't have to say anything. They could play the whole like, oh, I don't know. No one's really saying anything. Something that I noticed that I think is it shows you how fake and gay everything is and how there is a uniparty and how everything really works. There have been protests in this fucking country for the past 2 years for this Palestine-Israel things where people were fighting with each other, throwing firebombs and New Palestine fight and all this shit, right? Yeah. Just massive stuff. There were fucking riots in the streets because of George Floyd and all that. There is this war. Nobody really cares. And here's why. Because there's not a major organization. Guys, now this is how you know all these other things are fake and gay. There isn't everybody in politics agrees and they want this to happen. There's no major organization funding these people, putting Craigslist that out. We're gonna protest the Iran war. No. This is the uniparty shit that we fucking talk about. You're watching it happen right now. They literally burned the street down because a cop killed the black dude, right? They fucking burned the street down because of two countries fighting that have nothing to do with us, Israel and Palestine fighting and free Gaza and all that shit. And from the river to the sea, there's fucking protests in Berkeley and New York. And also breaking shit and stuff like that. They grew fucking pizza gardens in fucking Jazz and all that shit. Nobody fucking cares about this because we're not supposed to care about it. We're not. No one's going to go out and really protest it. Maybe a few people, but no one's funding it. And also, you can't afford to go to a protest. Gas too expensive.
Yeah, you can't. Where are you going to go?
Yeah.
By sending troops into a Middle Eastern country, these people are all hopped up
on goofballs,
on pharmaceuticals and French vanilla coffee creamer.
Hold up.
That's good.
Yeah,
that is
I feel
good.
personally attacked too.
I'm with you in the pharmaceuticals,
I'm more of a
Timmy.
hazelnut guy, but I feel you.
Yeah. That's not fucking start being mean.
Yeah, but for the record, it's hazelnut.
Yeah.
All right, Tim?
I like salted caramel.
There you go.
And
I don't really drink coffee. My wife's the coffee drinker, and she always has like some fucking wonky, stupid ass flavor or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? She's always got like the fucking Harry Potter shit or some fucking stupid thing like that. It's like,
First
can I
off,
just have fucking.
Listen, calm down, man. So what? You want a cauldron of fun? Big deal, okay? Does she keep all the different flavors in her sorting hat? That way she could decide, mine tastes like butterbeer. It's butterscotch. It's what it is. Let's calm down, guys.
A bloodlust that is insatiable. The suburban American has a bloodlust that is...
Virgie's like, these are expensive, so next time you're going to expect a great value. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
It's just as good.
Absolutely insane.
Tell you what, you drink some Walmart coffee, you can wear your wizard robe I got you. It'll be like the same thing.
Hold on, do I hear the sorting hat? House Folgers.
Nothing is enough for these people. Nothing is enough.
You ever think like some weird kid sat down at the sorting hat and they put the sorting hat on and the hat just immediately, take me off, 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 take me off.
My favorite is a Family Guy one when they put it on Peter and it goes, sex offender. Stupid. Let me see if I got any donations over here. I think I might have gotten a couple. Randall Flagg had a dream last night that Rubio convinced Don to invade Cuba. Royce was stroked out and became a vegetable. Mersh took the IP and spun it off into a late night show with Anthony Cumia replacing Kimmel. Yeah. Genocide. It was a dream. You can't blame him. Don't be a girl. You know how girls get mad at you for dreams?
Yeah.
That fucking sucks. Genocide Circus. Trump kept losing to his brother at risk as a child, and now he's taking it out on the world. Anything over on YouTube?
Yes. Captain 15 for 2. Fed Post redacted. Every single Israeli.
I like that one.
A Tavish for 2 said you two have IDS. Israel derangement syndrome, I believe, is what he means.
Is that what he means?
Yeah. Thank you for the tool. And I must be a Jew, right? Because it's a British pound to and it's
we have IDS.
And it's pro-Israel.
We have IDS. Mm-hmm. Okay, well that's because you're probably in the IDF.
Captain 15 for 5. I paid $4.25 a gallon for gas today. I was screaming. Fed Post redacted. Fed Post redacted.
I love this.
Every dollar that passed.
Fed Post redacted is my new favorite thing.
Airway to Stephen. 5.
Long time.
Iran cost ticker.com. This war has cost us over almost $22 billion.
Ooh, it's $1 billion a day. $1 billion a day so far. Let's
go.
We're $1 billion a day so far.
Captain 15 for 2. Jonathan Majors in I Was Kang.
He was Kang. That's good. That's really good.
This is Emperor Reloaded for
That's
5.
good.
Trump was either bamboozled or he's done something so horrific that he would do anything for it to stay secret. It's one or the other.
I think he
Pick
wiped.
one.
I think he wiped from back to front. I think he's a back to fight. Right? Yeah, I think he gets shitty balls.
I think, and this is just my theory, I am allowed to throw out any kind of theory I want.
Of course. It's free
Just
country.
me saying this.
Free country.
I think Donald Trump fucked children on Epstein's Island.
Okay. All right.
But that's just me.
Okay.
Volrath for 5. What is a sitting president going to sue me? Probably.
This president?
This one, yeah.
This president, yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
look, come
he
on. Every other
probably
president in history's had decorum before this. He's not going to sue me. Volrath for 5. Please sue me. Donald Trump, sue me. You fucked kids on the island, sue me. Make me the most famous podcaster in the world for the next year. Volrath for 5. I'm living in Mersha's bedroom paying my dues. I don't know what that is.
Might be your cat.
Stephen Clement for 8. Stop, because you're using my fucking cards then, so stop it. If you're my cat, stop donating to the show. You're using my cards.
I know. Dude, they keep doing it on purpose to fuck with you. It's your fault for setting up your Google Pay.
If you're going to, listen, Clarence, if you're going to use a card, okay, go in my drawer. There's one that says business debit on it.
Hey, Clarence, no.
Use that
Clarence,
one.
I will fucking, no,
And
no,
donate to
don't do
Nightwave
it. Don't
tonight.
do it.
$500.
Clarence, no. I'll kill you.
And then I can cancel and go, I didn't approve that.
Filipino says,
I still got one more.
Oh, sorry.
Stephen Clement for 8. Under the new laws, if you publicly mention from the river to the sea over here in Australia, you can get arrested for threatening Jews.
They arrested 3 people 2 days ago for doing that. Filipino says, nobody knows, but a few days ago, Trump made a long Truth Social post praising Joe Kent. He praised him doing 11 tours for this country as a Ranger, a Special Force soldier. He sacrificed so much for this country. Oh, wait, never mind. That post was about Mark Levin.
I have a question, though. What if, like, I went to one of these, like, places where, like, fishing is very popular. And what if me and my buddy went out fishing, and I was telling another friend about it later, and I went, oh, dude, we went fishing. We hit every hot spot yesterday, from the river to the sea. I mean, we must have hit, like, 5 different fishing spots.
I don't think you're allowed to say that, no.
I'm not allowed to geographically describe the places I fished?
No. Let me try. Let's see if this doesn't work again, okay? No. Failed to accept campaign. Okay. Great. Losing out a lot of money here. RevengeOfTheSys.locals.com. We don't adjust for inflation. We're $7. The war doesn't affect that. $7 a month. We're pretty steady on that, guys. You get Wednesday shows, you get Friday, tomorrow show, Wednesday shows, Friday shows, all for you right at your fingertips. So just head over there right now. It's down below in the description of the video. If you're watching on Rumble, just hit join Locals. If you're watching on YouTube, join Locals. Locals is the best part about Locals is that we keep more money than Patreon or any other stuff to do this. So head over there. We'll be right back.
If you think by staying quiet, I'm going to start talking just to break the silence.
To be fair, that trick really works on Rusty.
Why aren't you saying anything? I hate this. Are you mad at me? Okay, here's something. When I'm alone, I like to write rock raps. Fine, I'll do one. I'm a lyrical spiritual miracle on the spherical earth since birth. Where did you go? Please stop me.
Second hour, ROTC. Thank you for staying with us. We do appreciate it. You're rocking on a Tuesday show with us, guys. Tuesday show. Thank you for being here. If you sign up on Locals, man, you're the best because we're doing the best that we can. And apparently, Rumble doesn't let us do reads for some fucking weird reason. It's probably because we get so many more viewers on YouTube now than on Rumble. Sure, that's part of it. Let's see here. You know, today's one of these days where I have a lot of things, not, So let's start with spring break. Spring break
time.
It is spring break time. It is spring break time. Let's start with that. So this year, the problem wasn't, to be fair, the problem wasn't Miami.
Yeah, I heard Daytona was lit.
Daytona was fucking
Which is strange, because Daytona, if I may, very white. Even like it is where the cheaper, trashier folks
white
go.
Trashy.
But white. So Daytona's got its solo cups on the ground, cigarette butts on the beach, couple fights.
Bike week.
Yeah.
Bike
but
week.
I was shocked when I heard Daytona was a little more ghetto this year.
But to be fair, if you think about it, I know Mersh wouldn't know this, but Royce, if you think about it, Daytona was the prize in Keys to the VIP.
Oh, it was. Hell, question: does Spirit fly to Daytona? Maybe that's Frontier.
For the record, I want it on record. It's been established on the show. He's always hated Daytona. I kind of like Daytona.
Daytona looks like, and I'm not kidding you, a 90s strip club threw up on the beach.
You see why I like it, though?
Fuck
you know
off.
what I mean? Like, it's fun.
Yeah, I see why you like it.
But it was always, you can even admit it. You're not a big fan of Daytona, but you can admit it was always white trashy.
No,
fun.
yes, white trash. I never said it was.
There was
black.
never shootings.
Daytona,
and fucking
even last time
stabbing.
I was there maybe last year.
You know how you buy Coke in Daytona Beach?
Yeah.
You find a stripper, a white guy comes out. He might be a wigger, but he's a white guy, and you go, I would like this much cocaine, please. And then they give you some cocaine, and you give them money, and then you find out later it's very stepped on.
Yeah.
But you got what you paid for.
Yeah, Daytona cocaine. I know. I know what you're getting.
You got what we promised.
Look, guys, next time just go to CVS and get baby laxative. It's cheaper. Whoa! Guns! Oh boy! Oh boy!
I like that there's already a problem.
Spring break.
I always love the people that, like, when a big brawl breaks out on Main Street, I love the people that just go, you know what? Hang on. I'm going to de-escalate this. You're like, no! You're not going to make it better.
Chaos in Daytona Beach. 4 shootings in just 24 hours.
4 shootings? Whoa! Guys, no, you have to understand. Daytona is white trash, but it is not a place where there's a lot of shooting. It's just not. It's
a lot
not,
of people getting their ass whooped and throwing up.
Meth.
Yeah.
So, okay, here's the thing. When people think of Daytona, they think
drunks laying in the middle of the street that the cops have to, like, drag onto a curb because they're going to get run over by a car, that kind of shit.
When people think of Daytona, they just think of Daytona Beach, but there's the other side of the bridge of Daytona. There's the poor side.
Look, there's West Palm Beach, and then there's West Palm, and then there's Daytona Beach,
and there's Daytona. So this part of it is definitely, it's trashy and all that stuff, but it's not. 4 shootings in this sort of a time span. Those are Chicago numbers. That's not really Daytona numbers.
I'm trying to think of any Florida city besides maybe Miami and Jacksonville.
Yeah,
that would have 4 shootings in 24 hours.
That's wild.
That's
crazy.
Actually, that's
wild.
crazy for our state.
Yeah.
This is video from one of those shootings Saturday night. It started as a fight, and then you heard those gunshots.
And oh my God! Look, there's a person on the floor. Holy shit!
One woman there was hit by a bullet. She was one of 3 people shot in those 4 shootings.
Yeah, we also saw this in Daytona this weekend, video of a crowd of people running for cover. And Fox 35's Chris Lindsay joins us
that's a
live on the
different
beach.
Daytona.
That's not the Daytona I went to.
So Daytona Beach has basically turned into Myrtle Beach. Cool.
Oh, no.
That's what's happening. I'm warning Daytona right now, do something about this, because Myrtle Beach was like a smaller version of what Daytona Beach was to the Mid-Atlantic. It used to be white trash, like you said, meth, drinking, fights, like, whatever. Cops have to come out and fucking use a hose to make the fucking drunks all go home, whatever. But like over time, Myrtle Beach became very black. And like now it's whites don't even go to
I
Myrtle Beach.
don't think these are locals, dude. I'm telling you, these are spring breakers. I don't think these are locals.
They're not usually Myrtle Beach either. When summertime, when it's peak time to go there, all of a sudden, all the communities
I see what
come
you're
to
saying.
Myrtle Beach now, and everybody's like, all right, I'll go to Wrightsville. I'll go to Carolina Beach.
Despite
Then.
what you see on social media, the sheriff says this stampede is not connected to one of those shootings, though.
Yes, when people were out here on the shore, they heard a couple of loud pops and they thought they were gunshots. The sheriff says they were actually from water bottles. He says people were crushing them, trying to cause havoc, making that noise.
Oh, cool.
And that's why they took off.
The first week of spring break in Daytona Beach brought another huge, unapproved party out on the shore. Kristen Dorito says she pulled up to her timeshare.
Well, her full name was Cool Ranch Dorito.
Absolute chaos.
There was like women that didn't have tops on and string thongs, people standing in front of us wouldn't let us move. My kids are all
Be
in
very specific. What did they look like?
Hey, ma'am,
the vehicle with
ma'am, you brought your kids to Daytona Beach spring break?
Yeah.
You're a fucking idiot.
us.
Minutes later, she watched from the balcony as people ran from what they thought were gunshots.
If you had kids, would you not go like, if your kids were like, let's go to the beach, when you go like, hey, let's go next week. Let's go the week after
Let's go
spring
next
break.
month.
Yeah, when everything dies down a little bit, we'll go.
The Volusia County Sheriff says that noise turned out to be from busted water bottles.
It was absolutely scary, and I'm not easily offended or scared.
Yeah, you are.
Yes, you
Just
are.
from looking at you
You're
and hearing
very
you, you are.
offended,
yes.
And ended with over 80 arrests for open containers, underage drinking, marijuana, and in some cases, illegal guns.
We arrested people from Alabama, from Georgia, from North Carolina, from South Carolina, from Florida. You name it, everybody was here.
In addition to that, there were a total of 4 shootings in the area on Saturday alone. 3 people were hit.
And you know what? Right now, in Miami Beach, they're doing CrossFit.
Yep.
Doing CrossFit.
Jogging.
They're chilling and they're doing CrossFit. That's what's going on. A little bit more from Daytona, not just shootings.
Enforcement in Volusia County had their hands full during the busy spring break weekend. From a large crowd of panicked people running off the beach to 4 separate shootings in Daytona Beach in a 24-hour time span. West Truth's Justin Shecker shows us some of the chaos.
Ellie Cranford and her husband were celebrating their 1-week anniversary in Daytona Beach Saturday.
Oh, my God. I know. Listen, if these people are celebrating their 1-year anniversary in Daytona, I already know what they look like. I already know what they... let me try to guess. The woman, fat. Okay, not her first marriage, because 1-year anniversary Daytona, not her first marriage. Fat, pretty ugly. Husband, older guy, biker-looking dude, probably beard, something like that.
And not super fat, but a belly.
But belly, yeah, beer belly.
Night when she says they encountered an unruly crowd.
We're in town. They were like
There you go. Let's see the husband.
Come on, give me the husband.
this TikTok gathering or something, and it was crazy. They were jumping out of their cars. And
To be fair, I didn't predict the chest tattoo. I did not predict that.
working in the street and stuff.
She hit record on her cell phone as the situation in front of her turned violent near Main Street and South Atlantic Avenue.
People were fighting.
My husband doesn't want to be on camera because he has an active warrant in Volusia.
in the street, and they just kept attacking this one kid, and he'd get away from
These
them.
are the people that you see in Daytona. Remember earlier we were
Yep.
saying that these are the people you see in Daytona.
And somebody over here would start attacking him again, and it was horrible.
Her video also captured the sound of gunshots.
And everybody, we were ducking. Yeah, it was like I heard pop, 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 and then my husband said, get down, they're shooting.
Daytona Beach police say the shooting near the Cruising Cafe was the 4th they responded to within 24 hours on Saturday.
That's themed after the movie Cruising.
I like that one news network had the balls to show it, and then you, on the other hand,
yeah,
pussies.
Sheriff Mike Chitwood explained on Monday it was an actual gunfire that
Yeah, we heard that.
We're
We
gonna
heard that. So it's
declare a
story
special-
kind of, I got it. Okay. A little interlude here. What do you say?
Oh my God, this is horrible. This is horrible. I never do this. I love that.
Hey guys, you don't need the you're
I was
you're
just gonna
fat. You're
ask.
very buoyant.
I
You're
was just
very
gonna ask.
buoyant. Yeah.
You don't need
Come
them.
snorkel with me. Come on, let's go. We're gonna snorkel, and I'm gonna
No,
go
thanks.
into the water and go see some things.
Oof.
Woo!
They're gonna displace the ocean.
Oh my God, dude.
Not doing good right now.
They're so wacky.
Yeah.
Anywhere. I found out how far away they are, and I don't want to do it cold. I don't want to do it. Where are you going?
Back home into the
Can
ocean
I-
with the other whales.
I hate the constant forced laughter.
Yeah.
And you know that Stephanie tells him, like, you got to laugh a lot when we're doing
Yeah.
this. We got to sound like we're having fun.
Got fun.
Nobody laughs this fucking much. And if you are, I would have you fucking Baker acted and put in an insane asylum.
Mm-hmm.
Come back.
We're in the water. Dude, stop.
It's Kyle gassed over here.
What's the point of doing this if I can't see? My mask is full. I can swim out there, but
Go.
Yeah,
I don't know if I
just
can
blow
swim
some water
back.
out of your
That's how
blowhole.
embarrassing it would be. Me and Stephanie are being towed back.
Oh yeah. Well, how much is this? Is the sweet ambergris in your stomach worth?
Toad is the proper word, and I forgot. I don't know how much it costs for one of those boat tow companies to bring you back. A lot of money.
You're right. It is a bit.
I tell you guys, I'm not a strong swimmer.
Whereas the grease is an amber, it's more of a beige.
Oh.
Anxiety, I'm not gonna lie. Almost to the first buoy. Stephanie did not give up. I didn't give up, but I didn't give up. And look at me now with the first buoy.
Also, you guys are in one of those controlled little ponds
Yes,
for
yes.
fucking scuba diving. Like, you're not even anywhere dangerous.
No, you're the island that Disney owns on a Disney cruise. You're fine.
Ashley, you said you wanted to see the ship. Here's the ship. Are you happy now? Let's go. Katie, how you doing?
Terrible. If I flip over, I can't flip around like a turtle.
Katie, how you doing? Very fat.
Very
fat. I'm doing fat.
I'm doing just fat.
And blow? Blow.
You know, I'm trying to get on Mercer's side about this. Is the fat stuff doesn't start? I don't care anymore with the fat stuff. Just
It's the forced fun.
Yeah, it's this
I hate
fucking
I hate-
wacky.
If there's anything I hate, it's forced fun. And this happens everywhere you go, right? Whether it's
guys, I know the music's playing right now, but we're gonna have an organized fun moment.
Yeah, or this happens everywhere you go. Cruises, casinos, you go on any kind of vacation thing, and there's always these like forced fun moments, and it's like, I'll
Question:
I'll enjoy this at my
What
pace.
if it's a song? I hear you, but I wonder where your line is. What if it's a song where it's like, put your hands in the air, put your hands up in the air? Is that forced or that's a song? That's not
It is forced. I'll put my hands up in the air when I feel compelled to do
Mersh
so.
is the biggest contrarian I've ever known in my life.
No, because I will put my hands in the air when I feel it, but not
See what
just
I
because you
mean?
fucking
See,
tell me to
can
do
you-
it.
The song, the song. Mersh, this is like group activities.
Can you
Is the
imagine
problem?
being on a cruise ship and it goes slide to the left? You just hear no,
No, I won't.
I will not slide to the
Mersh does
left.
the cha-cha slide the opposite of whatever they say. He goes to the right when they say to the
With
left.
his arms crossed.
Yeah,
I'll be
no.
the one yelling at people in the conga line.
Sheep!
As they're
You're sheep!
Don't fucking stare at me. I paid just as much for this as you did.
You're all sheep! You're whole sheep, all of you!
I spent just as much money as you did, and I can spend my time my way.
Yeah, you're all fucking sheep.
I like to keep the spirit of Larry David alive.
Mersh is just yelling at people for having fun on a cruise, for being conformist.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm afraid. Hold me. We saw one. We did the impossible.
Yeah, you swam out 100 yards into a fucking
Your feet
controlled...
could still touch the ground.
in a controlled lagoon where they even have a cruise ship parked
Yeah.
so that you can't go past out into the ocean.
A certain level, yeah.
Don't make unnecessary journeys. Oh my God, salt water.
And also, like, I know there's a bunch of different kind of Disney adults, but like, it's a weird level when all their references. I mean, I'm assuming that's a Disney thing. I'm assuming that's what it is. But like all their references, everything's Disney stuff. Everything's Disney stuff. All their life, it's all it is. It's all it is. Nothing else. Nothing else. Even when remember when they went to like a Universal park, like we don't really like it's like Disney. You're like, okay.
Yeah, it's dude. Honestly, like my chick is into some dumb shit, but it's like dumb shit that's appropriate to her age level. I'm like, that's stupid, but
yeah,
it's whatever. I couldn't imagine if she was just into kid shit.
Right.
If everything was like a Frozen reference, bro, I would be like, what am I doing? What are we fucking doing here?
So fucking insufferable. Okay, so we got some Afro Man stuff. We played some Afro Man stuff. I guess his trial's going on right now.
Yep.
So this is the opening.
And if anybody wants us to go in depth on this, trust me, I've been getting tagged in this all day. We're doing some of this on Nightwave too. One channel.
This one, at least.
God damn it.
Oh, you guys can't hear it, can you?
No.
The one channel. Isn't it fun?
I mean, see if you could try the other link. Try the link of the chick crying. Maybe we can hear that. Oh.
That one you could hear both, but let me get the chick crying. I think maybe this one.
This works.
Got it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is Officer Cries on the stand as she recounts Afro Man's video.
Judges Lieutenant Lisa Phillips.
Is this the chick that he fucked?
Is it? Is this the one that he fucked?
I gotta look at the video. Hold on.
Looks like one of the sloppers.
Do you have them lined? Do you have them lined up?
It's a whole 30 minutes, so it's the problem.
Yeah, you can skip through it.
Okay, here we go. They're gonna play the clip of the song. That one. That's the cop shoot. That's not the one he fucked. It's a cop.
When was that posted? Did you see a date? Is that a different date?
Hey, Afro Man, by the way, can I give a quick shout out? But we're trying to cover you and we're actually on your side here. But when like we play your song making fun of them and then my whole entire video gets demonetized and I have to trim out an entire segment.
Well, he's gonna do that.
Really?
He's here for his money.
I will enter an
Get the message out of it.
The law has changed. As I said, in April of 2025, a new law was passed, an anti-SLAPP law, which would apply to this and therefore would have a completely different standard of evidence, and we would renew our objection to it being admitted or even posted at this point.
Mr. Klingler?
That law does not apply.
Oh my God, it's so serious. It's so funny. Oh God. Okay, here it is. I found the crying part. This is a video called Lick 'em Low Lisa. Lick 'em Low Lisa. Oh my God. Okay. Is this what she cried about?
So he just spent.
I love when people push the First Amendment like that. I love it.
Sucks, doesn't it?
I love it. So this is somebody playing Lisa. Oh
Jesus
my
Christ,
God! I'm gonna
man.
go ahead and skip ahead here a bit.
God,
That's on
Afro
YouTube,
Man.
but it should be
That's
fine.
insane.
Look at her. Look at her.
She's crying. Ha ha! The bitch. You're ugly. And now he's. Oh, you know what I hope he does? He takes this footage and makes a song about her crying. I want to. Chuck Norris is right. I want to point out this is evidence. We're watching evidence being played.
This
Lick
is
'em
in a
Low
trial.
Lisa. It's in trial. It's in evidence. I'm sorry. You only making me like Afro Man even more. What? Eat your wife's pussy?
Oh, is she a lesbian?
Lick 'em Low Lisa's a lesbian. That's the name. That's why it's Lick 'em Low Lisa.
Jesus.
He's allowed to do that. That's his First Amendment right, Lisa. Bitch. I hope please cut to Afro Man and have him laughing, because that would be my favorite part.
I get hollered. Lieutenant, look below, lose the good. No one calls, or you don't have to work. Get a holler from the lieutenant, let him know Lisa Phillips. Pussy lady.
I sent you Afro Man testifying. That also just happened.
I'm so glad he did this. I'm so happy he
His
did
fighting
this.
back has been something for the ages.
I love that he wore this in trial.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. America.
It wouldn't be on my body. They wouldn't be on my home surveillance system. And there would be no songs, nothing. My money would still be intact, nothing. So all of this is their fault.
And because they executed a search warrant on your home, that gave you the right to post the things that we've seen this week on the internet.
No. You know what gave him the right to do that? The First fucking Amendment, motherfucker.
He had the right to do it before that.
He had the right to do it whenever he fucking felt like it. Just like we have the right to do it if he wanted to, too.
Because they...
Is that right, Mr. Foreman?
Yes, for tearing down my door, not paying for it, not being apologetic, me being a sport, doing something peaceful to raise the money to pay for their
I'd
damages.
also like to point out that they dropped the charges against Afro Man.
Me having the right of the freedom of speech as an American to talk to my family, friends, and fans about what the sheriffs did to my home. Yes, I had the right to my freedom of speech after they left.
Amen, brother. Amen, brother. 100% right.
I had the right to kick the can.
That's right. And kick it hard. You can do whatever you want.
And to do what I had to do to repair the damage they brought to my house. Yes, I did.
That includes the right to post the videos that you've just been posting up until Friday.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, I have freedom of speech. I'm a rapper. I entertain. I write fiction, comedy. Yes, I mean, I entertain for a living like you practice law for a living. So I have to go to work.
Fuck him.
Get him.
Fuck him.
Fucking get him.
Based.
The deputies left a warrant return at your house, didn't they?
I think they left something with my ex-wife. I'm not sure.
Well, you saw, as soon as the search was over, as soon as you got home, you saw.
The state actually has no case here. They have nothing.
No, I know. They're just trying to stick up for their boys.
That they have absolutely nothing.
But I did want to see it.
You did.
I wanted everything that had something to do with my money coming up missing.
3.5 years ago, correct? And you haven't seen a copy of that report that you wanted to see until this afternoon. Out on the bag isn't the same as the amount.
How about the lady admitting that she admitted that she took my money on live Fox 19 News? Go argue with the film clip. Go argue with her admitting that she took my money.
Nobody admitted that they took your money.
Well, whatever. Go look at her admitting that the bag is short because it stayed open all weekend long or 2 weeks after Brian and.
By the way, it's petty too. This is over $400.
Does it?
No, I know. I agree. I agree. I agree.
I don't even think it's over that $400.
Mm-hmm.
I think they only the discrepancy was like $10.
Good, whatever. It's my money.
They took $400 and they gave him like $380 back or some shit.
Right now, Afro Man is Mel Gibson fucking payback. He just wants his exact dollar amount to the penny back.
One, they broke his gate and his door.
Exactly,
and all
yeah.
that shit, so yeah,
Make
fuck
him
you.
good.
Officer Cooley just left it and just mishandled it and didn't do right.
Just so we're honest with the jury here, Mr. Foreman, nobody admitted that they took your money.
But this is the attorney for the state. You guys are fucked.
I remember the deposition.
And that deposition was taken in DJ Osborne's office?
Yes, sir.
Just trying to.
on that same day, beginning at 9/11, did I ask you this question and did you give me this answer? And again, the only evidence, you don't have any evidence that Brian Newland is a pedophile or plays with little boys. Answer, no, sir. Did I ask you that question? Did you give me that answer?
I don't remember.
So, because you said somebody was a kid toucher in one of his things? That Dan Newland guy? Can you tell me more about that guy, Virgin? I'm curious about that guy because he did say something about him in the thing. So, I know you guys were wondering. What the fighter and the kid thought about this whole Tucker Carlson thing. Bapa.
Saying this is what I heard, and so you as a journalist, that's what matters to you, right? You want to find the people who are disgruntled.
You want the leads and all that.
Always a leak. And every president, from you ever hear Lyndon Johnson, who said, "I am going to put a one-eyed farmer in charge of my defense. My defense secretary is going to be a one-eyed farmer." I don't trust any of these motherfuckers. Yeah. You can hear them talking about it because nobody.
No, your dad's in the CIA. Tell me more, Brian.
Keep their mouth shut, right? So then he'd have to call.
I guess so was Tucker's dad.
The Chicago Times and say, "Can you do me a favor and not run that story yet, please? Because we're doing an operation."
So is Tucker from his leads and leaks getting info and then releasing it?
Well,
let him
talk.
talk.
The dicey part is that you're talking to CIA.
Dicey, Papa.
You're talking to Donald Trump. If you then somehow reveal, even indirectly, what you were saying to Trump, what Trump said to you, what the CIA said to you, and your contacts in Iran are connected to the IRGC.
That's a problem.
This is a big problem.
Is that what he's being investigated
And not
for?
only that.
I hate to interrupt their riveting conversation, but Afro Man might actually get in trouble for that one.
Oh, wow.
Because, there's, no
Nothing.
evidence that Brian Newland is a fucking pedophile.
Uh-oh.
He just completely made that shit up. He apparently, though, there was some shit with, his family or something. And he was saying that he's a member of a pedophile family.
All right, I don't care. Let's keep watching this.
Actually tie.
But
this
who's going to put the charges against Tucker, though? Because he helped America.
The DOJ, and believe me, that is very serious. Because if they have your text, which they do, if they have your phone calls recorded, which they do,
They have
why?
all that.
Because we monitor what's going on in Iran. We know everything. If that is a matter of record, we got a big problem.
You're cooked.
Big problem.
I get pee so bad. I'll
Go
pee
pee.
real quick.
That's important that he goes to pee.
This is
5 minutes long. How do you guys want to do it?
See, when you discover.
Oh, we played this clip
Legally,
already, so
I-
we know what he says. We can skip this part.
Ask you to greater scale.
Quote unquote adversary.
They can intercept that.
The CIA 100% has jurisdiction, and so do the 16 other intelligence agencies, NSA especially. NSA is a giant ear.
Yeah.
They have jurisdiction because
To
they
read
are
your text.
monitoring everything that comes in or out. So part of the reason for that is that you might have, for example, like these two Afghani kids who in Pennsylvania.
The bomb ones? The ones that may make the bomb? Yeah, we know.
If you're monitoring them, you obviously are monitoring Tucker. So it becomes this weird gray area.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to see any prison time over it.
No, but I think that,
They're not going to do anything. They don't actually have a fucking case. They actually don't. I mean, I know what they're going to say and do that. Even if they do charges, I'd be surprised if they did. But if they did do charges, this is not... I said this yesterday. This is the Matt Gaetz thing all over again. This is just to put out there and discredit him that way. The Mark Levins and the Laura Loomers and all these fucking assholes who, I don't know if you know this, Mercer, but I'm saying Laura Loomer's not a pleasant woman.
What?
Yeah, she's not very pleasant.
Dude, I'd be careful. She might sue you.
She's been saying that she has intelligence training, that she knows for a fact Tucker's going to go behind bars. How the fuck did this fucking... I don't know. I have no idea how Laura Loomer attained the power that she attained for... Even if she fucked Trump, she's not pretty enough, you know? She's no Marilyn Monroe with JFK, you know what I mean? All right, why don't we check out New York? I always like checking out your old home, Marsh. I like to see how it's doing. If the video plays.
A longtime driver here in the city says that he monitored his Easy Pass account and paid his tolls. Still, like many others we've spoken with, he was hit with huge late fees. Now, a $14,000 bill has forced him to stay in park.
$14,000?
Out of options, he turned to investigative reporter Masa Saidi in tonight's Driven into Debt.
As drivers, we have to be on top of it, but I was on top of it paying my toll bills.
Louis Corporan has been a professional driver more than a decade. A husband and father. Driving is how he supports his family. But his car has been parked since February 9th, the day the DMV suspended his registration for failing to pay tolls, fees, or other charges, as reported by the MTA.
But why would you have to pay these tolls? You have a new communist mayor. You shouldn't be paying anything, dude. What's going on?
Corporan has now gone more than a month without a paycheck.
I have 4 girls, and this is how I, support them.
The DMV suspension unit emailed Corporan this breakdown. It states he owes the MTA about $2,000 in tolls and nearly $12,000 in fees.
How did this happen?
The fees are more than 5 times the tolls.
Oh, this happens because they rob you up there. It's New York, dude.
Bringing the grand total to $14,000.
That's crazy.
When I heard the amount, there was no words. I just hung up the phone and started just thinking where I get the money from.
Corporan says he did receive some notices, but thought they were for tolls he'd already paid.
So he didn't pay some of them. Okay, hold on a second.
Through the app. He questions why his transponder appears to work at some tolls, but not others.
Why wasn't it reading it here?
Don't understand that, though, because in Florida, it doesn't even matter if you have a transponder. When you sign up for SunPass, you put your tag in, and if your doesn't go off, they grab your tag, and then if you have a SunPass account, they just charge your SunPass.
Yeah.
This is set not everywhere is Florida.
This is set up for you to fuck up and then have like fees and stuff.
It's on purpose. Yeah. You're right. That's a good point. Man, I feel so stupid. You're 100% right. This is 100% on purpose. It's made to fuck up. It's made so these fees stack up. Florida used to be like that. Before, I told you, I've had my license suspended because of this. Because before that whole thing, if you would go through a toll, and these are now the transponders are just these little stickers you put up there. But before, they needed batteries, right? And if you would go through a toll, sometimes you wouldn't know if the battery went off or whatever or not. And I don't know. I think I was paying and I was signed up in my account. And then one day I went to go, I think renew my license or something. And they're like, your license has been suspended for 6 months. I'm like, what?
Remember it happened to me this year? Yeah.
Yeah, but then they fixed it now. Where as long as your SunPass is related, as long as you have a SunPass that's to your license, you have an active card. Yeah, this doesn't really happen anymore.
But then it actually started reading here.
He wasn't aware that he had about $2,000 in tolls dating back for years and years. We asked the MTA detailed questions about Corporan's account, including how the fees grew so large, all without him knowing. The MTA did not answer a single question. Instead, a spokesman said people who pay their tolls don't pay fines.
That's not true.
But Corporan's story is not unique. Our series, Driven into Debt, reveals a pattern. Drivers who believe they're paying tolls, then one day they get a DMV suspension notice and a bill they never saw coming.
And they do it. You're right, Mersh. Fuck, they do it on purpose. They wait a while.
Because they know you're not going to fight it. You need to drive. So you're like, what do I owe you?
But
here?
before you send you the late bills, they wait a while. That way it keeps going higher and higher.
We're going to be $200-300, whatever. I'll pay it right now. I bring it up, $25,000.
$25,000?
These are late fees, things that I was never notified about.
I'm adding money every week, so why would I not pay attention to this, except for that I didn't know about it?
They made a deal with you.
Made a deal with me.
Then you call and they take it back.
They take it back.
The MTA's response to all that, they call it willful, persistent toll evasion. The agency says it, quote, continues to be perplexed by our coverage.
Ooh, they do not like this.
To me, that is just sheer,
not caring about people.
The MTA notes its fees are legal, citing various
No one's saying the fees aren't legal.
court cases. But State Assembly member Mike Riley is trying to change that, introducing a bill to cap fees that he says are crippling his constituents.
I mean, even though something is legal doesn't necessarily mean it's the right thing to do, right? That just means that we haven't passed my legislation to cap what they can charge.
But for now, no law can save Corcoran. He says when he tried to make a deal, the MTA offered to settle for roughly $8,000.
What the fuck?
But only if he paid by the end of the day.
What? Oh, because they're going to, you know why? Because
Yeah.
they compound the fees daily.
Yep.
Didn't have the money then. He says he has even less now.
I just want people to come together and speak out. I'm not the first, and I probably won't be the last.
While the MTA's fees can reach tens of thousands, another tolling authority, the New York
Well, you saw what happened in Broward, the toll cameras in Broward, right? So a judge said toll cameras, not toll cameras, red light cameras in Broward. So a judge came out and he said, these are unconstitutional. He goes, and he said, in Broward County now, you cannot get a red light ticket anymore unless it gets overturned. He says these are unconstitutional because constitutionally, you have a right to face your accuser. Number one, it's a camera. But number two, you have to prove that the person driving the car was you.
Yeah, of
because
course.
what if it's not you? What if your kid's driving it? What if your wife's driving it? What if you let your friend borrow the car? If they can't prove it, they can't hit you points on your license. Now that's just Broward, but now the problem is this Broward ruling might go to everyone here because it is unconstitutional. I'm really curious to see what DeSantis is going to do because these cities make a lot of fucking money with these red light cameras. Aventura, that area by Sunny Isles, has so many of them.
Fortune.
Yeah.
state thruways fees max out at
Okay, we're done with this one. But that's okay.
I
Israel's
got
fine.
2 over here on YouTube, if
Hit
I
it.
may.
Hit
Separate
it.
Reloaded for 5. You're in Disney-owned water. You're completely safe. Tell that to the dad who watched a gator snatch his toddler. He might disagree. That never happened.
That didn't happen. What are you talking
That
about?
never happened.
Mm-mm. No one ever dies on Disney property.
Idiot. Scarface for 5. Behind in the chat. Royce is accurate about Daytona, and there's a reason why Daytona banned Black College Reunion unsuccessfully.
Unsuccessfully.
You tried.
Yeah, Daytona's a different world, man. Genocide Circus. Now I see why I've been getting coastal flood warnings in the Northeast all week, and tell them the water is no longer their natural habitat. Genocide Circus. Trump keeps losing to his brother. I read that already.
Nevada Supreme Court has reprimanded the attorney representing the man who was convicted.
Nevada? You're Las Vegas? No, that's not a Las Vegas reporter. That's what's left now? You're the circus of Las Vegas reporters.
Of jumping over a bench and attacking a Clark County judge.
This is crazy.
Carl Arnold represented Deobra Redden, seen here in this video in
Remember this guy? Yeah.
January of
Oh, yeah,
2024,
this guy.
taking
Yeah.
a flying leap over the bench to attack Judge Mary Kay Holthus. The documents from the Nevada Supreme Court say that Arnold mishandled Redden's criminal appeal by missing required filings and not following court notices and orders. The justices say that hurt Redden's case and interfered with the appeals process. Arnold was removed from the case and agreed to a suspension of 6 months and 1 day, but that suspension is on hold as long as he follows strict conditions. Redden was sentenced to 26 to 65 years in prison for attempted murder. He pleaded guilty but mentally ill. Last year, he started the process of appealing his case to the Supreme Court.
Yeah, you killed. No, maybe Amy Comey Barrett might feel bad for you.
Nobody gets to put hands on a judge and walk. It's
Yeah.
not happening.
All right, moving on to this now. The investigators at Local 4 are working to get answers tonight. A viral Instagram post shows a group of people dumping animal skins in Eastern Market.
And before
Chinese animal skins. What animals? What animals? Hold on.
we get to the story, some of the video we want to warn you, you're going to see, it might be disturbing to
Tell me, black women with white women features.
some people. So let's get over to investigator Karen Drew. Karen, what'd you find out?
Well, Kimberly and Ty,
Nice
I
hair,
can tell
nice name.
All right, Karen.
you, I've got a variety of state and local departments looking into this. And
If your name, okay,
Sounds like something a Karen would do.
if your name is Karen, right? you know what that means. Everybody, even boomers know what Karen means. If your name is already Karen, why would you get that haircut? That's the thing I don't understand. Why would you get if your name is Karen, why would you get a Karen haircut?
What is legal and what is not? And are they following regulations? So let's start with how this story started with a post on Instagram. It was just after 10:30 this morning.
This is your daily dose of skin in the trash.
Oh, no, those are hunters.
They do this almost every day.
So this was the scene we arrived to. Animal skins.
What kind of animals are those?
Sticking out of the dumpster, hanging on the lid. We had to start asking questions. Is this really the proper way to dispose of hides? We know there are slaughterhouses in the area.
Well, it's Detroit.
Aren't there places that'll take those skins? Like, I know we don't live in the pioneer days, but there's like places that make
farriers
furniture
left?
or like,
But how the skins of animals are being disposed is really the question here.
It's not the first time I posted it either, but today it popped off.
That's Kevin Irwin. He's the guy who posted the video earlier in the day.
I mean, it's pretty unsightly. Take a look. I mean, Mike, just turn
It's Detroit.
around. I mean, you're sitting here and you're trying to run a business or have people come to town and you see that hanging out of the dumpster.
So I called the city.
Wolf? Is that a wolf? Is that what I'm looking at?
I don't know.
We came out to check it out, and now all these animal skins are just hanging all around on this dumpster. So it's pretty gross.
I'm hearing you right. Animal skin?
Yeah. Hey, guys.
Ew. Okay, we'll get right on it, I guess.
That.
I also FaceTimed to give city officials a better look. They told me they'd send out somebody from Building and Safety within the hour. As I was waiting for the city, I saw this truck pull up, and the dumping started again.
Oh, the truck pulled up while she was here dumping more?
What's your boss's name? And then what's his phone number? Questioning whether or not you're disposing it the right way. That's the question. Because we pull up and we see all these skins hanging over the dumpster. That's not the way it's supposed to be done.
Now, let me ask a question, a real one. I'm not picking sides. I guess that it looks gross, and I understand that. But I mean, it's just...
It is Detroit.
It's just Detroit, but also it's like, it's just going to rot with everything else in the dumpster. Like, I mean, unless it's not their dumpster, I would understand if it's not your dumpster,
It's
people
not
will get
their
pissed.
dumpster. That's the whole point. They're just coming into a dumpster and dumping shit off.
Okay.
This time when they dumped, the workers made sure not to leave any animal hides exposed and hanging out of the dumpster. Soon after, a representative from the city's Building and Safety Department showed up.
So they're just letting them hang there like that.
He took pics, and now the city tells me a representative from Building and Safety is doing its own investigating to find out which business this dumping is associated with, and will have a conversation with the owner about the concerns.
All right, so I reached out to a long list of departments on this. The city
Karen,
is
we
investigating,
know.
but tells me compliance falls with the Michigan Department of Agriculture.
Oh, of
So I
course.
reached
It's somebody
out to
pass the
state.
buck.
Kick the
MDART.
can.
They tell me it appears this could be a USDA issue. So they're still
course.
checking.
Now
kick
it's
the
not,
can.
no, now it's the USDA's fault.
Kick
Okay,
the can.
guys.
Meantime, I did contact GFL Environmental, who owns those dumpsters. So far, no response. We did contact Eastern Market. They sent us a statement, and in part saying those dumpsters do not belong to Eastern Market Partnership, and they were not aware of hides going into a dumpster or being left in the manner shown. So we're talking to all of these different departments because
My goodness.
you need a better compliance, obviously.
Honestly, though, think about it. Like, if they just put them all like in like big hefty bags, nobody would have ever noticed or questioned it. I mean, if you're going to do this, right, if you're going to dump it, if trucks were pulling up with just black hefty bags, dumping shit in there, no one would question it. No one would care.
Can't be the right way to dispose of these.
No,
I mean,
especially if, them hanging out there like that. I mean, families come there, you go for lunch and all of that. Now, when I did do that confrontation with the individual that was doing the dumping, I did ask, for who ran the company and got a name and number and did leave a message. But until we get all of that sorted out, I'm not sharing that right this.
Why? Tell me. Twitter will figure it out fast. Twitter's probably already figured it out if they really cared.
But Twitter doesn't care because it's Detroit.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Dude, YouTube has been really rough.
Former employees of Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency in the hot seat tonight.
You don't regret that people might have lost important incomes or
No.
No, I don't know. No, I do not regret the people that we don't know.
No.
Deposition videos from January tied to a civil lawsuit going viral online. Lawyers asked former DOJ staffer Justin Fox about projects flagged as diversity, equity, and inclusion, including a documentary about Jewish women forced into slave labor.
What the fuck? We were funding that
during the Holocaust.
What?
It's a Jewish, specifically focused on Jewish cultures and amplifying the marginalized voices of the females in that culture. It's inherently related to DEI for those reasons.
Bravo.
He's right. He's right. Why is the American government funding a foreign thing? Why do we do this?
Fox said he used ChatGPT to help identify and eliminate DEI programs. The depositions are part of a lawsuit filed by humanities groups that say DOJ violated the First Amendment by canceling more than 1,400 grants.
I'm sorry, that's not the First Amendment.
I am not getting free money. This is a violation.
The First Amendment doesn't cover you getting grants, you fucking retard.
Used to fund arts, history, and education
How's that? Again, sell me on the hot stuff First Amendment.
projects. On Friday, the judge ordered the groups to remove the videos they posted. The government said Fox was harassed and received death threats because of them.
Of course, because he questioned the Jewish movie that was coming out that we didn't know we were paying for until right now.
The groups filed an emergency request to reconsider, but it was denied, and a hearing is set for this Tuesday. NBC News obtained the videos
because they're already out there
from the Internet Archive, and Musk even amplified one of the clips on X.
Legendarily based.
In one video, former staffer Nathan Kavanaugh said their goal was cutting spending.
I think it was more important to reduce the federal deficit from $2 trillion to close to zero.
By the way, I like how they're making that a bad... Notice how they're making that a bad thing. Can you believe that he wanted to reduce the deficit? This little fuck? This little shithead? This little fuckface over here? Who do you think you are, asshole? Money's infinite. We print as much as we want.
Did you reduce the federal deficit? No, we didn't.
Before DOJ
No, they didn't reduce because they didn't let them.
ceased to exist and Musk's relationship with President Trump ended in a public feud, the agency claimed $150 to $180 billion in savings, far short of eliminating the deficit.
Well, they didn't let him finish.
Julie Sirkin, NBC News.
We thank you. What was your point in that story? That wasn't even that outrageous. They were making it seem like it was going to be some like, can you believe what they said?
Yeah, I do.
And I agree with them. I actually agree with them.
I believe it's even worse than those dorks even got to learn.
Anything over on YouTube, Mersh?
One, we got Autonomy for 5 said I had $100 in tolls. They tried adding $1,500 in fees. I contacted the AG and pushed back via AI written emails until they settled for $100.
Nice.
Big scam.
RevengeOfTheSys.locals.com. Just $7 a month to catch tomorrow's episode and Friday's episode. Sign up right now.
Do it.
Join the party.
Do it.
Guys, you will not regret it. We have a lot of good time over there. If you're watching on YouTube and you're not a subscriber, I know it takes a second, especially if you're watching on TV, but just subscribe. It helps us out. Leave a comment in the video if you're watching later. Like the video. I don't care if it's good or bad. It doesn't really matter. Rumble, same thing. Like it. Do it. Even though we can't do reads over there. Mersh will be doing that Nightwave tonight.
Yep.
Pessy, you'll be next.
Yep, we hanging.
And Virgie, you will be streaming, I'm assuming.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Daywave tomorrow, 10 a.m.